Coach Weaver here again, helping you become a better leader. We're continuing on with our best practice series, and today we're on number 10. And today I want to talk about tools and systems. Like these on the screen, depending on your company, your structure, and your needs, there are many tools out there that are available to help you run your business. And I get asked the question a lot. For example, should we get software to do XYZ in our business? Or what software do you recommend? How do I know which software is the best for my company? These are all hard questions and are really complicated answers to the questions. So where to start? Well, to make us the best leader possible, we need to find some answers and make some easy determinations to these questions. So the easiest question to start with is, should we get software to help a business? Usually the answer is a definite yes. Probably and most likely. I say this because there's multiple parts to the answer. First, the yes part of the answer. Because in business, human labor is the most expensive overhead a company has most of the time. If your company can save money on man hours, whether it's for marketing, following up with customers, scheduling jobs, invoicing, or billing, you're going to make your company and your people much more efficient and ultimately save time and money. The answer probably comes because the next step of the analysis is, can I find software or a system that will save me more in man hours than it costs to use? In today's market, where there are so many softwares built for almost every industry, and those softwares have to price themselves at rates that make them more beneficial to have than to not have, you're probably going to find a software that's going to fit your needs. It may take a little looking, but you can find that software or that system that's there for you. And finally, the last unspoken part of that question is, can I find one that will address my company needs? And again, most likely in that third part, because you're going to have to put some time and effort into it to find software that's going to fit your needs. So the real difficult question is always, how do I know which software is the best for my company? And that's a question that I can't answer. It takes time and analysis to figure out what's best for your company. But there are some basic questions and basic steps that you need to consider and that I always ask my clients to look at. So 5 basic questions that I want you to consider if you're considering new software or new system. The first one is, where does your company spend the most wasted time? Where do you find the most inefficiency, whether it's they're driving from appointment to appointment, or they're spending the most time doing invoicing, or there's a lot of time spent on payroll or contacting clients, whatever it might be. That's a good indicator and a good red flag to say, hey, there's a lot of inefficiency here. Let's look for a system that can eliminate that inefficiency. Another one is, where is your company having the most mistakes? Mistakes ultimately cost a lot of time. They cost business reputation sometimes, and they cost a lot of inefficiency because people have to go back, check mistakes, fix them, those kind of things. That's another huge red flag. Third one, where do you get the most complaints? Somewhat similar to mistakes, but if you're getting a lot of complaints because your people aren't showing up on time because they're not scheduled for the right time or they can't hold to a schedule, those kind of things, that would be a good red flag indicator that there's something that you need to fix there. Number 4, what issues, problems, or needs do your staff complain about most? What are they requesting the most? Trust your staff. If they're finding inefficiencies in their own day and they would like to have help removing those efficiencies, that's a great way for you to know, hey, this is an area I need to improve on and find a better way to do it. The 5th question is, as a leader, where do I find the most inefficiencies in my time and supervision? If I'm spending a whole lot of time doing payroll that is taking me away from supervising or finding new clients or something like that, then there's probably some inefficiencies there, and it may need to be simple getting software to help me. It may be outsourcing that and having an outsourced type of a system rather than an in-house system. If you can answer all these questions with confidence, then you should easily find your way through analyzing which system or tool product would be best for your company. And remember, the purchasing and or developing of your own system may be costly or time-consuming up front, but you have to look at it as a leader in the long term. And in the long term, by using appropriate and proper systems, you will make yourself a better leader, and you'll make your company be more effective, more efficient, more consistent, and more stable over the long term. So until next time, best success.